Hello and welcome to fmbpdota's cast of CEVO Playoffs Round 1. We got Envision and Requiem going up against Chibiusa's minions. I am Joey, and I'm solo casting tonight, so... Well, for at least for Game 1. Callie should be back for Game 2. This is a best of 3.
5 seconds remaining.
And we wait here for Envision's first ban. They ban out that Bat Rider. Just too strong of a mid-hero. He can jungle and he could off-lane, tri-lane. He can do it all. That sticky napalm is just too much of a problem early game with last hitting. And the Firefly obviously causing a ruckus in team fights. And not to mention if he gets a blink up with that lasso, he's able to take out anybody who's slightly overextended or out of position.
Ten seconds remaining.
And Mouse Black joining the party for Chibiusa's minions this time. The first game I cast with them, he was not around. Misha as well, joining up. And they ban out the Wisp. Don't want that global strat to be used against them at all. And there's that respect ban coming out for Black. World-renowned anti-mage player. And Envision just going to ban him out. They don't want him getting any sort of farm to get a 12-minute Battle Fury up on that anti-mage and then just flash from the jungle and win the game. We'll see what the second ban out is here. I wonder if they'll let Nyx through. Magnus is probably more likely to be let through, I would imagine, than Nyx. I mean, Nyx is pretty annoying, and he could wreak havoc on carries all throughout the game if he gets those levels fast. But I mean, another good ban would be that PL. He's a pretty extremely dangerous and annoying carry. But they ban out the Lone Druid, which I don't know if Envision runs that too often, but the Lone Druid is banned off as any sort of option for an offlaner or that carry safe lane. I think Chibiusa's minions is expecting an aggressive tri-lane, so they don't want that Lone Druid going against anyone one-on-one. And Darkseer being the first pickup here for Envision Requiem. He can be run mid, he can be run off lane. You can even see him in tri-lanes, or they can abandon it altogether. And just put Darkseer in the jungle.
5 seconds remaining.
Now we got the first 2 picks for Mouse. Sorry. Used to casting pro games. For Chibiusa's minions.
Reserve time.
And they're gonna go with that pesky Coddle, so Keeper of the Light is picked up as well as Nyx Assassin, so those are 2 big heroes to give away just for 1 Darkseer. And pretty much a really dangerous combo. Tons of mana drain. That Darkseer's gonna have a tough time if they put him off lane versus Keeper of the Light and Nyx Assassin. Just drain his mana and won't be able to surge out.
Radiant team pick.
Not to mention Coddle with that Illuminate able to really stop the split pushing, and also his ultimate, that Spirit Form, is going to buy Black so much time to farm up. He's not going to have to go with the team. He can just farm, do what he does, and just get recalled to any sort of team fight that they need to take later on. And that Nyx is going to buy him a lot of space as well. Once he's 6 or 11 more, I guess, Vendetta lasts longer, he can get around the map and he can put fear in the hearts of the squishier heroes on Envision's squad. But the Gyrocopter picked up very strong. Obviously everyone knows time and time again how strong Gyro can get with that flat cannon as he gets that right click damage. Rocket Barrage early is pretty insane, as well as the team fight that call down gives you. And so they got PL, so pretty fearsome lineup here coming out from Chibiusa's minions.
Dire team ban.
But Envision does get the Weaver. They're pretty renowned for that, I suppose. At least in CEVO. They pretty much picked him every game to counter that Nyx, and actually kind of created that in the pro scene as well, a Weaver as a off-lane counter to that Nyx safe lane. But no Nyx in this game yet. So Magnus banned out, Bounty Hunter banned out by Envision. We got Undying and Shadow Demon banned out by Chibiusa's minions. Shadow Demon's pretty good against Phantom Lancer. If you put him under, your Shadow Demon's illusions juxtapose, and yeah, so it's pretty strong. Undying, I think here, I guess it's a good ban because they're not going to pick it up, and if Envision did have it, they'd have a lot of team fight. But it would be a useless pickup for Chibiusa with the Gyrocopter and Flak Cannon. Pretty much makes Undying useless. And we got a Quap ban out, so no Quap this game. Her mobility would be pretty strong actually right now for Chibiusa with that Nyx roaming around. Oh, that Visage pickup is going to be really strong. So we might see a Nyx go middle, and then Visage into a defensive tri-lane with PL, and you can't really go aggressive against Coddle and Visage. That's like the hardest thing to do ever probably. And a Disruptor there banned out by Chibiusa's minions. But the Earthshaker and Jakiro have been picked up. So Earthshaker can create some ruckus, I suppose, in the tri-lane if they go aggressive with this. But that long-range nuke from Visage. Alright, sorry, my game gets a little laggy on that portion of the game. But I was saying that long-range nuke from Visage isn't really going to be worried about where a Fisher is. So, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Go ahead and introduce the Dire here. We got Mousesports Black, picking up that PL carry here for Chibiusa's minion. We got Extravagant on that Nyx Assassin, going mid with the fast bottle build. Coddle being played by Little Miss Innocent, or Chibista. Gonna be playing the Coddle as a support here. Looks like Misha's taking the Nature's Prophet down to the off lane. He's gonna rush there pretty fast, spawn his trees, pull the creep wave, Admiral Bulldog style. And we got J&T here on the Visage, and yeah, the defensive tri-lane. We got Karma playing the Weaver, and a 5-man in the jungle right now to try to get a feel of what the lanes are gonna be. We got Flex playing the Jakiro, also named Joey, by the way, so he's cool. We got Kish playing, he's the mid player, so fast bottle build Kish gonna go mid on the Darkseer. Jackster playing the Earthshaker, which I think every game I've cast, he has played Earthshaker. And finally we got Bordy, who I will be calling Bordy because I don't want to say ... every time. Playing that Gyrocopter, and it looks like he's going to be the carry in the aggressive tri-lane. Whereas Karma's normally the carry, but he's pretty skilled at that Weaver off lane, so... Looks like he'll be doing that. He's got tons of regen for it. And I guess he's just going to go against this tri-lane, because going aggressive against that is pretty much certain death. Flex asking some deep questions right now. Trying to get Black off his game. Black probably not going to answer.
This is it!
Alright, so we do have that aggressive tri-lane with the Weaver that they're pretty known for, Envision is, if you've watched any of their previous games in CEVO. So we'll see how this turns out for him, but I gotta say I'm pretty worried Coddle and Visage are just gonna burst some damage out, as they do. And we got Bordy one-on-one here in the bot lane. So safe lane farming going up against Misha on the Nature's Prophet, so... If anyone's gonna die in this lane, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the Misha on the Nature's Prophet, but I don't really expect anyone to die. So we got Kish going in the mid lane as a Darkseer against Extravagant. I think this is a good matchup. That Ion Shell is going to be really strong, push the tower. It's going to give Kish absolute rune control for sure. And the Ion Shell, if Nyx pops Spiked Carapace on it, it doesn't really matter. It just returns like, what, 50 damage? 60 at level 4, so it's not really the biggest deal. And it looks like Misha does get the... Oh, did he get the creep pull? I'm not really sure. I didn't know if he sent the trees behind the tower to grab him. But I want to keep my eyes on the tri-lane up here, because this is pretty much where the action's going to happen. So Jackster lining up here, looking for a good Fisher to block off Black, probably. Grave Chill level 1 on J&T. I think the Soul Assumption is pretty much better. You've already got the slow from the Spirit Lance coming from black. But I guess they got their own plans. Because even level 1 Soul Assumption, if someone's running away with 100 health, you know, it's going to be enough to get that kill. But PL farming pretty much uninterrupted. Black at 6 last hits right now. Karma at 4. It looks like Extravagant's got his bottle coming out to him on the chicken already in the mid lane. This mid lane Nyx though, he will hit 6 pretty fast. And I think he's going to have a bigger impact. Darkseer's going to have to wait till 11 to have that level 2 ulti to really have as big of an impact as Nyx is going to have at 6 right away, roaming with Vendetta, putting fear in that top tri lane. Because it could be tri lane versus quad lane. An already very strong defensive tri lane from Chibiusa's minions added onto a Nyx coming up. It's going to be pretty bad. Check out the bot lane, we got Bordy here with 8 last hits compared to Misha's 3, so Bordy definitely taking that lane. And probably will continue to do so. Oh yeah, not to mention the global presence Furion's going to have as well to make that tri lane into a quad lane and then a 5 lane? I don't even know what to call that. And he's going to get that first rune, so it's going to be Illusion. He's building up a magic wand as well. So Black pulling a little ahead of Karma, 12 last hits. There's a dual breath going out, doing some damage to Black. Black's getting pretty low, but here comes a wave and a Soul Assumption onto Karma. Karma gonna go down to the Soul Assumption. So J&T picking up that first blood from Visage, and I pretty much would have bet $1 million that Visage would get first blood. And here he does. Back to the mid lane. 10 last hits now, Nyx at 11, so the Ion Shell not really having a big effect on Extravagant yet. I do believe it's only level 2, yeah, so level 5 on Kish, he'll be doing a lot better. He'll probably shut down Nyx's farm a little bit more, but Nyx not really going to care, he'll just roam, have a big impact. We'll see Misha trying to get some hits under the tower, hits for 63, so he can get a few, and he's got 3 branches. I don't know if he'll go for a Midas, I think it'll just depend on how much he farms, or how well these supports do up top. If Visage keeps getting kills, Visage can just get that mech, no problem. So we could see a Midas, we could just see a Necro, or even a Shadow Blade. The one nice thing about the Nature's Prophet offlane is you can just TP back with your ability and then TP in with the scroll, or vice versa, to heal up and not really lose out on any experience. So Misha doing a good job to just make sure he's not going to end up feeding a kill or anything like that. Because this Flak Cannon's really hurting him. At 663 health, Flak Cannon hitting for 70 about right now, so even one Flak Cannon, like 4 last hits, takes him to the half health. And another rune there for Extravagant, picking up the haste. He's got boots 1 and a magic wand, so he's ready for that first level 6. He's gonna hit it pretty soon. Another, probably 2 waves. But let's see what Kish is grabbing here. He's low on mana, he didn't go Soul Ring, he's got the bottle build. What did he just do? He's trying to bottle crow. Using couriers is annoying. He's sending it back now. No other kills yet in the top lane here. The Tranquil Boots up on Black. And Black's sitting at 21 hits compared to 20 on Karma. Karma did go down, but not really losing too much. He looks like he's going to work towards a Ring of Aquila. He's got Boots 1. He still has lots of regen. Maybe they can find a support out here. If they nuke down this Visage, then their tri-lane is way stronger. At least with... There's no Juxtapose yet coming out of Black. So he'll do alright. So lots of pings coming out from Jaxer. Looks like Jaxer's dropping a sentry. They thought there maybe was a lane ward. Yeah, they wanted to check for a lane ward, and then they're going to throw this smoke, and it looks like they're going to run middle to kill Nyx before Nyx can kill them. And I gotta say, I like this. Nyx low on mana, level 6. He does have haste, though. That's going to be a bit of a problem, but if he's blocked with a Fissure, he's got nowhere to go. Catch him in an Ice Path. And we'll see what Darkseer can do. So they're putting a lot of resources into this, and Extravagant may know what's up. And the tower is pushing in. Ion Shells will do that. Karma causing a bit of a ruckus up here. Let's see, I don't think there's a sentry down way back here. It looks like they were just doing that to deward the camp. Make sure Karma can't come and take XP. And more sentries now being bought by J&T on the Visage. Activating a haste rune, so it looks like we did have that attempt middle. It's not going to work out, so that's just buying more space for Black to farm. 27 last hits now. Bordy, though, at 31 in the bot lane going against Misha with only 17. But Nyx finds Jaxter. Jaxter's getting pretty low. Doesn't have enough for Vendetta, so I think Jaxter's going to be okay here. Let's see if we got another mana. Oh, the Ice Path's going to catch. So Jaxter going to live, taking some creep hits. Going to get a little stuck, but nothing there. No mana for Extravagant to get a kill. Let's see, we got Kish rolling into the top lane here. This Ion Shell is just going to do more and more hero damage for the Soul Assumption of Visage. It's going on Caudle. Kish is just running around. Behind enemy lines really deep. Black's got mana for Spirit Lance. It's on cooldown right now. Invis. I am not smart today. Pops out of Invis. Oh, the Ion Shell wears off. That was so unfortunate. And now Kish may be going to go down, but we'll see. The Soul Assumption nuke is there. The Ice Path not going to catch anyone. Sentry is dropped. Karma's going to go down. Both teams dropping sentries. Karma does go down. Visage drops first, though. And now we got Black running for his life. The Doppelwalk level 1 going to get out. Only the cooldown scales, so his move speed is still pretty fast. And meanwhile, Extravagant left in the mid lane. Trying to get some last hits. He's at 24 now. Let's check out Misha. 18 to 40. So Bordy the most farmed on the map. He's going for phase. He's got a Bass. I guess he's going to maybe phase drums. Try to get that early game push going. I mean, it's probably the best thing they can do. But again, that push is going to be so hard going against Caudle. And it's a bit unfortunate that Envision pretty much has to ban out that anti-mage playing against Black. I mean, maybe they don't, but giving that Caudle away is really going to hurt their early game push potential.
That is not yours.
And it's not like Black is not good with other carries, so I don't know. We'll see what happens, what gets banned out in game 2. I'm curious. And I'm also quite curious of what's going to happen this game. I really think the biggest thing to happen here is going to be when Bordy gets involved on that gyrocopter and how big of an impact he can have initially. With his first teamfight presence, that Flak Cannon maxed out now, so 6 attacks maximum from Flak Cannon. Call down as well. Kish gonna get the bot rune. He's bottle crowing, so yeah, didn't fill it up, but he's got it now. Sentries are dropped by the Dire in the lanes. Looks like they're trying to deward the sentries. There's one here in the jungle for the Radiant. So they can fight around that, but they know the pooling is happening. They want to get JNT. He's only at level 4, so the Soul Assumption is 2 right now. Nice block onto the Caudle. Caudle gonna maybe go down. No, not gonna be enough. The Dual Breath is there. TP in from Nyx. Immediately Vendettas. He's coming over. And I hear the Soul Assumption shoots out. It looks like it hit Jaxter. And the Vendetta hit onto Flex. Flex maybe gonna go down. Extravagance doing the Flak Cannon. Bordy's gonna go down as well. This is his first teamfight presence and he's just gonna die. So it's a bit unfortunate for Envision, but maybe they're gonna get Extravagant. They do indeed. So Nyx is down. They can probably get JNT as well, but where's Black? Black's pretty low. He's not gonna be able to do anything. JNT's gonna go down. Let's see, did anyone buy back? No, no one bought back for that. So not the worst. At least the Weaver there picked up a double kill, and ping's coming out from Black onto Misha of why he's not fighting. He's just trying to get some farm in the bot lane. And I don't know if he came up. I don't think he really could have done anything. He could have just maybe fed another kill. So Mana Boots finished for Kish. I assume he'll be going that mechanism. Just wards and branches for Jaxter here. The Ring of Health working towards the Lincolns obviously is. Karma on the Weaver. Let's find Extravagant. What's he going for? He's got Boots 1. But he doesn't have as much farm. He'll have Mana Boots pretty soon. He did go down after, I think, just getting 1 kill. Yeah, he's 1-1 right now. Darkseer picking up that regen rune, so that's going to replenish all of his mana, and he's going to head back to the top lane.
Denied.
See if Jaxter can have another good fisher. He had a really good one to catch Chibiusa out a little bit and sandwich him in the trees. And JNT gonna get caught out, so here comes that long range nuke. It's wasted. It's not wasted, it's just gone. It wasn't even used actually. And Soul Assumption max now, I think.
Uproot you.
Can't select him now. Level 3 Soul Assumption. And a blast gonna come through the trees. Do a bit of damage to Kish. Check out what level Chibiusa is. Level 5, so but maxing chakra. So that Illuminate not doing as much as it should. It's a little curious. I mean, they obviously want that so black can continue to spam these Spirit Lances. And that does 250 damage. And that's a guaranteed hit, and Illuminate's not. So I guess the Chakra is the right choice here. JNT going into the bot lane. He's got sentries, still tons of regen. Gonna help out Misha. Maybe try to take out Bordy. Bordy's still the most farmed on the map, 58 last hits, but he does have... Let's see, did he get assist? He died before he got this to assist, so he's not gonna get that assist gold. So maybe we'll just switch to net worth now to check it out. So we got Black in first place, Kish second, and then Bordy third. And Karma fourth. And maybe time to check the gold graph out here. So 500 gold advantage for the Radiant. It's not really anything that insane. And 0 experience advantage for either team. And Visage goes down to the bot lane. Bordy takes him out. He's probably going to get Misha as well. Flat Cannon's still on cooldown. Oh, one hit left on the Flat Cannon. It wasn't enough. It took Misha to 10, 8, probably 8 HP there. But picking up a solo kill, getting some XP. So that's nice for Bordy in the bot lane. Black's got the Yasha. He can pretty much jungle at this point. Pause, please. Yeah, Nature's Prophet. But he probably means no problem. Alright, so it looks like they're having some issues. I know they play from a LAN center. That tends to lag a little bit. So let's see where we are. We did just check the gold, but we'll just do it again. So about 750, it looks like it's leveling off, 750 gold advantage for the Radiant. And XP after that kill that Bordy got in the bot lane is moved up to 500 advantage, so still a very close game. And I mean, I guess Gyro is kind of regarded as the really only counter to PL, sort of. I mean, the Flat Cannon's really strong, but if PL gets big, like he wins, it doesn't really matter. Although, let's see what stuns we have. Literally none. We got Impale, that's it. So Weaver, if Weaver gets big, he's gonna roll. He's gonna roll people. So we'll see how well that Weaver can do. Gonna be able to dive towers. He's got that time lapse up. After hit 7, so he'll have that Saguchi level 4. Able to dive anyone pretty much. And that just time lapse out. Not really gonna matter. So you can try to maybe get more mobile hunt supports down. He is going the fast Lincoln's build. Or the fastest possible, I guess. He did get an Aquila and Boots. He'll probably keep Boots at level 1 until he gets Lincoln Sphere. Because I guess he was the carry since he's in the aggressive tri lane. Leave, Abby, leave. Maybe we can get this game underway. Because we got another series later, and I'd like to be able to get to both of them. Looks like we got a disconnect from Flex. Oh, but it actually didn't. I think Misha started the pause, and then Envision started having some lag, or I don't even remember. I don't really care. I just want this game to get going. Alright, here we are. See what was going down. Black's in the top lane using those Tranquil Boots. Gonna throw a Spirit Lance onto Karma, but just gonna Saguchi out. 4 in the top lane again, so all the pressure going against this PL, which is pretty much what has to be done. Actually, with the kill advantage now is Envision. The pings go out, they want to get Black. He's got the sentries, another sentry on, one left on Flex here. And And now Misha is getting involved. He's level 8. He's got that ult. Can damage quite a bit. If it hits any supports last, it'll do a huge chunk of damage. And sentries are down to take out other sentries, so a lot of money going towards sentries this game for both teams to really ensure their survival in a team fight. And Karma gets Grave Chill, but he can just get right out of that. And here comes a nice call down. Gonna hit Extravagant, JNT, and Chibiusa getting pretty low, but it's not gonna take him out. When there's the Fisher from Jackster, maybe. And yeah, double kill for Bordy. That flat cannon do an insane amount of damage. And Black gonna go down as well. Jackster with that Fisher to finish him off. Bordy went down, and here comes Misha. Misha, or not, here he comes. He's trying to get out still. He's gonna go down as well for a 4-for-1 trade. Extravagant comes in trying to get Jackster, but he's not gonna get him. Pops a Carapace to run away, but it lasts a little, not quite as long now, so I think Karma's gonna be content to pretty much just tower dive. He's got that backtrack, so... Oh no, he actually used time lapse, and he's gonna go down here as a result. Just trying to get tower aggro. Oh, and that's Saguchi gonna dodge that last tower hit. So getting out, so a 5-for-1 trade actually there going the way of Envision, taking that to 10-6, and we'll get to the gold graph and experience in just a second after it kicks in. And I want to look at the builds here. So JNT's got the familiars now, so I'm curious to see how skilled he's going to be with those. Sentries here for Chibiusa. Extravagant, he's got the mana boots, he's got lots of TPs. I'd expected probably a Necronomicon from him instead of a Dagon just to help with the push. Misha does get that Hand of Midas, and he's just farming the enemy jungle. Probably the last place they suspect him. I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, all the actions in the top lane, so this is a safe place for him to be. And Visage just with that Ring of Bass. Now we go over to Karma, who has just bought something, I believe, because he just got a couple kills. I'm not really sure where all that money went. And the sentry is taken out from both teams, so no sentries in the top lane right now. The Dire still have one chilling in the jungle. Wards and smoke here just for flex on the Jakiro. Bottled up, double damage here for Kish. Not really going to matter because he's a Darkseer. Doesn't really right click, but he's got a headdress, so he's going to be working towards the mechanism, as I pretty much suspected. Mana boots on Jackster, so that's actually really big for Earthshaker. Be able to spam that Fisher. Does a bit of damage. And Bordy, he's got a Mithril Hammer. So I'd expect a BKB first. Normally you go for the Ogre Club, but Flat Cannon is doing work. So maybe just that extra right click damage is going to be nice. And he last hits that tower, so that's the first tower down. And despite having a Coddle, you know, Chibiusa's minions does drop that first tower. Although given the aggressive tri-lane, the Coddle is pretty much stuck in this top lane. Cannot leave. Because if she does leave, then gonna be in a bit of trouble as Black. And Extravagant maybe gonna go down. Flat Cannon gonna get stunned up twice by the familiar, so good work there by JNT, but I think Chibiusa's gonna go down, maybe not. Nice sprout by Misha coming in, Spike Carapace as well. Gonna catch Bordy. Bordy gonna go down to the Soul Assumption. Or Nyx Assassin Impale, actually. Now Jackster's pretty far out. He pops the Aggro Slam on JNT. He doesn't have Fisher, and the nuke goes off. Looks like we got a fight going on over here. Extravagant being chased by Flex. Where's Black during all this? Probably just farming away. Gonna go down. Maybe. Oh, the familiar is gonna get last hit there, and there's Black in the bot lane, just pushing away. The TV's come in from Kish to stop that. The illusions are down. Weaver gets the top tower, so Karma last hit in that tower. Bordy last hit in this one. And Black not able to get the bot tier 1, being chased away by Kish right now. Flex needs to go back and heal to get that mana up for sure. So he's not just a useless dragon running around. Misha here still farming. He's got a chainmail, so I'm expecting a mechanism from Misha. He is the only one farming right now. I mean, chainmail also builds into Medallion of Courage, but that seems less likely, I would have to say. And that armor is going to help against Flat Cannon if he does show up to any fights, so that's probably why he got the chainmail first, and the buckler for the active when he does complete that.
Top tower is under attack.
We'll give that extra armor to the creep so he can push down some towers.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. I have no reason to.
But Envision does need to keep the pressure on. I mean, that late game split pushing potential that's going to come from Black on the PL and Misha on the Prophet is just going to be, it's going to be too much. So as long as Envision keeps the pressure on here, and they got what, all the tier 1s are down right now. And they're still retaining all of theirs, so... And 1700 on Karma. So we'll see what he buys. Keeper of the Light taking out Jackster in the mid lane. Defensive Ice Path coming out from Flex. Macropyre dropped as well, but that's pretty much just his zone out. It looks like Black's going to be summoned into this fight now too. Since they got the counter pushing from Earthshaker's not going to be there. Still level 1 Illuminate, it looks. Oh, level 2 now. PL goes the lane, farms it up a little bit. Gonna go head back to the jungle and just farm the jungle as fast as he can. Misha looks like is gonna go. Where did he go? Oh, just back to base.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Just gonna heal up. So the game has slowed down a bit. The lanes have kind of dissolved since all the tier 1s are gone now. So now Misha and Black are just gonna try to find all the farm that they can. Karma probably just gonna stay in top lane. Picked up that ultimate orb now, so he's getting pretty close. What, another 875, and then the recipe for Lincoln, so about 2k. 2k and some away from Lincoln's, which will be nice. They won't be able to impale or Spirit Lance or even Sprout. That's about the only stun that's gonna keep him there for a long amount of time. Extravagant, he finds... Oh, was he just Envision? Blocked in there. He's got the haste rune, so he's going to continue the chase. And not going to find anything. Vendetta in 20 seconds, though. And Jackster alone in the bot lane. I'm missing kills all over the place. Killing the... somewhere. Bot lane here. Jackster's coming up. Bordy's here as well. Ice Path is going to land on Extravagant to keep him there long enough, but a lot of creep blocking. If the Flak Cannon's up, he's dead. I think Chibiusa might go down here as well. Turning around to do a Blinding Light. Miss, 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 miss. But it runs out now. More attack. Oh, man, just almost. Extravagant here. He's Vendetted up. He's going to find Bordy. Takes a big hit. He's immediately stunned. The nuke from JNT. Bordy lives for a little bit longer, but Kish unable to save his life. Trying to use the vacuum to do everything he could, but not going to be enough. Now the courier's in a bit of danger. Kish gets walled off, but she does have the surge, so... Now Misha TP's in. There's the Sprout. Is there going to be enough damage? The stuns from the familiars are there. Another stun to follow up. Now the Soul Assumption or just the mana burn from Extravagant able to pick off Darkseer. So nice teleport in from Misha, as well as chain stun familiars. The Phantom Lancer on the top, gonna kill Weaver. Behind the tower as well. So looks like he used Diffusal. Sure, I guess Saguchi ran out and then the Diffusal went off. The mana burn from Diffusal probably a lot. And in the mid lane we got a sizable force mounting for Chibiusa minion. Gonna push down this tier 1, that's for sure. And the tier 1 top goes to Black. So now this push comes. Looks like this is Jakira TPing in. Gonna cancel. No, he does not cancel. He actually does TP in, so not the best idea to TP into that. Maybe he was expecting some follow-up. Just the communication wasn't there, but
someone must be very pleased.
Now the push may continue.
Or himself.
So the BKB on Gyro now is finished up. Weaver's still pretty far away from that Lincoln's. Looks like Nyx Assassin has that Dagon level 1 now. Diffusal Yasha and 3k gold on Black, who's, check out his last hits. He's got 166 last hits at 21 minutes. So doing what Black does, farming this up a storm. So he's well surpassed Bordy here in the last two categories. Even though Bordy was leading for quite a while, but obviously PL going to be able to flash farm a little more, and the space that he's given because of this Nyx, the push from Prophet and the recall possibility from Coddle, just buys so much space right now. So Dagon 1, Mana Boots, some Tranquil Boots up on the Coddle. Hand of Midas in that mechanism, so he did build that mechanism. Misha's got that now. And still nothing on JNT, but you don't really need anything when you got Soul Assumption. I'm curious of this maxing out of Grave Chill. I mean, it lasts for 6 seconds, but I think the tankiness, especially the armor that comes from Gravekeeper's Cloak, would just be so much better versus that Gyrocopter's flat cannon and just any other damage. And then the longer you're alive on Visage, you get more and more soul assumptions, so you can just spam that nuke. And he's got 600 mana pool, so he can get quite a few off in a team fight. And I think the soul assumption range is like 1275? Oh, 1375. And it's a 900 cast, so you can pretty much stand well out of the way of a team fight, throw your familiars in, throw out some W's. But the Gravekeeper's Cloak is nice for the team fight. It looks like Extravagant gonna pick off Jackster here in the top lane. Everyone's trying to pincer him in here. Vacuum goes out. Karma's here as well. He still has Spiked Carapace, but oh, it might actually be just enough to get him away to safety, and it looks like we got Chibiusa on the Coddle offering some help. Maybe summoning in black, I'm not sure. Or just popping Spirit Form to have Blinding Light. The Mana Leak on the Karma. Ah, that's a spell I kind of forgot about. That Mana Leak is going to be kind of annoying. But Karma does pick up that kill on Extravagant. Yeah, so that Lincoln's will really help with that. So we got the Perseverance done, we just need the recipe, so a couple hundred gold away from that Lincoln's now is Karma. Black's got the Manta finished, so he's going to be pretty strong now. And the top tier 2 is almost down as well. Check in on Misha, the split push, Extravagant. He's got those treads, Midas, sitting on 1,000 gold. I'm expecting either a Necro, just for the true sight on that Weaver in any sort of team fight scenario, or a Shadow Blade just to keep that split push, make it even more difficult to catch Nature's Prophet if he comes in to split push a lane. Looks like we got all 5 for Envision now. Oh, sorry, 4. Bordy on the Gyrocopter, a little bit behind, but it looks like he's heading over as well. Still just a BKB up for him. And meanwhile, Black continues to farm. 219 last hits right now.
Dire's middle tower is under an
and well ahead in the net worth category, 13,000 net worth. That mana burn from Nyx, that mana leak, and that diffusal. Luckily, there's a lot of mana boots right now for Envision. Black head into that top lane. Gonna continue to push that down. He doppelwalks over even to just get there faster and start pushing it. And he's got his illusions in the jungle, so they're gonna be continuing to farm for him that way. Looks like we got a big fight in the middle here. Grave chill out. BKB popped. Cooldown's gonna go down, but it's not gonna land on anyone. Can we get the vacuum back in from Kish? I'm not sure. It's on cooldown, so it was already used. The cooldown, I guess you can say wasted, but the cooldown's so short it doesn't really matter. Misha's Nature's Prophet doing a lot of damage, but the push is coming in from both lanes right now. Bot and top, Misha pushing in, the tier 3 taking a lot of damage, maybe even going to go down as Extravagant picks up a kill onto Karma behind the tier 1 tower. There's the buyback, so that's going to delay the Lincolns even more. Now Jackster goes to defend bot. Black almost going down on the top. He's got Diffusal level 2 in Manta though, so he can pretty much just turn around and kill Flex. And it looks like they do pick off Misha in the bot lane. Oh, looks like a Fisher just doing that. Who actually got the kill there? Oh, just probably a Geminate attack from Weaver. 3,200 gold up on Black. I'm assuming he's just going to go for that heart next. He could go Butterfly, but I mean that heart will just make that pushing that much more dangerous. Make the illusions so hard to kill. And now 240 last hits at 26 minutes. Still Dagon 1, it could actually be upgraded to Dagon 2 here on Extravagant. This is going to find Karma. Karma going to have to back off. Getting closer to that Lincoln's, but still 500 gold away. Looks like Extravagant has disconnected from the game, so we're going to have ourselves another pot. So 4 staff on Coddle. Coddle going to be kind of hard to kill now, actually. With that movement speed from Tranquil, even though it does get reduced after taking the 3 hits, but still, Coddle very fast with that base speed anyway. So going for the Medallion of Courage build on the Visage. I mean, that'll help even with the right-clicking from the Familiars, the PL, and Nature's Prophet. Could also probably take a Roche pretty quickly with just Nature's Prophet and one other. I mean, they can do that easily. Just put black, push in top lane, and then go Roche. Probably maybe the next step that Chibiusa will take. Because they are actually still behind in kills, but I never actually did check the gold graph out. I would have expected it to flip around. 7k advantage now for the Dire, and 7.5k XP advantage for the Dire. And pretty much that entire 7k is right focused on black. He's 5k ahead of the next carry, which is Bordy on the Gyrocopter. And he picks up the Reaver, so yeah, he is going to go Heart and over Butterfly. I think that is the better option. Apparently black does too. Run away. He's actually just juking into the trees. Doppelwalk runs out. It's maxed up though. Might actually be able to take him on. Echo Slam's gonna do a lot of damage though with all those if he juxtaposes. So they have Dust on JNT. Weaver can just, you know, backtrack the Dust, but that will waste backtrack, and I think they've got some sentries as well. Yeah, sentries on Chibiusa here on the Caudal. A Blink Dagger on Nyx Assassin. Just some better positioning to get those stuns out. I'm gonna keep the Dagon at level 1. I mean, getting more than one Dagon is really only if you're snowballing as that Nyx, or you're in a pub. I think the Blink is better for positioning to get to those stuns, get more pickoffs that way. And the bot lane, maybe he's going for a pickoff on the Jaxer. Where's the... Did he already use the Dagon? No, Dagon gonna be used. Not even used, was it? I guess right clicks for a bit. The Nyx gets that pick off there, and he's going back in. Misha comes in. There's the Sprout. The Surge is gone. Here comes the follow-up stuns with the Familiars. Are they going to go down? Yes, they do. There's the double kill Dagon used to pick up Kish, so Extravagant picking a double kill. And maybe now he'll continue to level up that Dagon, as he's got a Blink Dagger and 700 gold, so... Now Bordy trying to do as much damage as possible. Max souls right now for JNT. He's got a huge nuke. The Courier's there! Snipe the Courier! Oh wow, that really demonic looking Greevil. Gotta get out. Somehow. Meanwhile, black continues to push top lane. The tier 3 tower on 260 health now. It's continuing to be terrorizing everything. And I think at this point you can sell that Quelling and just grab a Vite booster, but... I don't know. Quelling Blade is pretty awesome. Or Doppelwalk's that stun. Do we have a gem up, or how do they see him? Got gem on to Jakiro right now. And Nyx Assassin picks up the double damage rune in the top lane. He's got his Blink Dagger. He's got a double damage and a haste. Just trying to use all of his bottle charges to get all of his mana back. And now he picks it up. It looks like black in the top lane is fighting, but Nyx is going to be there in a second. Check out where he is actually. Here he is with that haste coming in. Vendetta up as well with the DD. Bordy going to go down! And Kish, now he's got that Ion Shell, but no one really cares at this point about even level 4 Ion Shell. Flex has got to get out of there. He can't drop the gem. Misha's coming in on the backside. Two-man Sprout there. He's not really hitting for too much. Only 115 with that mech and ultimate orb. It looks like he's just going to run. Probably the smarter choice here. Let's get that pick off and get out. And the fight continues. The Ice Paths go out to try to catch people. The mechanism is popped by Misha. Sprout onto Karma. Mana Leak. Bordy fighting back here. Popping that BKB. Takes out Darkseer. Actually goes down to the Soul Assumption of Visage. A big Echo Slam though used on... It's like just JNT. Two-man Impale there. Dagon used again, getting another kill, but now Extravagant completely out of mana. What can he do? Misha's there, doesn't have the mech charge, doesn't have any mana either, can't teleport, so maybe gonna go down, but black shows up. 2,600 gold right now, which is about 300 away from a heart. So it looks like that fight, I think, favored... Yeah, they did take the kill lead there. 20 to 17 now for Chibiusa's minions. Check out the gold graph. Is now a 10k advantage for the Dire and 15k XP advantage. So I think at this point, it's pretty much just going to be a slow death for Envision Gaming. There's not really much they can do against all this split push potential. They do have a pretty strong team fight. Arguably even a stronger team fight. But, I mean, once PL gets going with this heart, and he's got level 2 defusal, he's got a Manta. He's got a lot of team fight just himself. And Extravagant doing a really good job to get these pickoffs and fights. Just jumping in and out of the fights. Throwing stuns, throwing dagons. And even initiating with the Vendetta. I haven't really seen him use his blink to get a nice stun initiate, but it hasn't really been necessary. Karma's in the mid lane, he's got his Linken's finished. 2 at Bordy, else he's got a Helmet Dominator just for more tankiness, but in the mid lane, Karma gonna get stunned up. Jackster's there as well, Grave Chill goes off, vacuumed by Kish, nice wall. But not able to keep anyone there, Flex just a little too behind with that Ice Path. Soul Assumption goes off, and it does a bit of damage to the mechanism used there by Kish. And he's got a cloak, so it looks like he might just be going for a pipe too, and meanwhile they're pushing mid, they might get this tier 2 mid tower as a squad, but Black's like, whatever. I got a heart, I'm PL. I'm gonna push this tier 3 tower. It doesn't even have very many hits. He can just send his illusions on it. Fortify's popped in the mid lane. Extravagant's there. He's gonna maybe take out Flex. No, Flex still holding on to this gem, so that's pretty impressive. Blink out there by Extravagant. Black probably just gonna hit this tower or just kill Kish. I don't think he's used. There's the defuse immediately when that surge goes out, and Kish gonna go down to Darkseer. Oh, he is Darkseer. Excuse me. Black gonna take out Darkseer. So 1-on-1 there. But he's dived in a little deep, or dove rather. Misha's TPing it too. Black with the double kill, the gem's down. Misha maybe gonna grab it. No, Karma does grab it. Nice little wall in. Black gonna be a little stuck. A big Echo Slam goes up. Nice call down from Bordy. Black trying to run away through the other side. Looks like he's gonna get away. He doesn't have Doppelwalk, so this stun will hit him. He can Manta it. He does Manta it, but it actually hits him anyway. But I don't know if it's really gonna matter. His Manta illusions go down. Looks like Black is gonna live.
Extreme violence.
Some Centaurs died here in the mid lane. Very sad day for anyone that's a fan of Centaurs. I'm not sure how they got to the mid lane. Maybe Helmet Dominator from Bordy? I'm not sure. So another 2.2k gold now.
Strange to
on to
say,
Black.
Radiant's middle tower
We got an ultimate orb, so it looks like Visage JNT just gonna go for a sheep stick more than likely, or I suppose a Shiva's. Sheep stick will be pretty nice though to get it on Bordy before he can BKB up. Macropyre down just to take out the creep wave. Maybe they can deny this tower. It is 29 HP. Or the familiars will just get it when they respawn. Nah, they're just gonna run away. They're worth so much gold. Here comes the deny. I'd very much like to see this tower denied. Yeah, there it goes. Karma gonna deny that. On the Weaver, it's checking with him. What's he rocking? He's got the gem now. He did pick it up after Flex dropped it. He's got that Linken Sphere, Treads, and Aquila, so nothing really, no damage items. Some survivability, but what survivability is not really gonna get you too far against a PL that's this big right now. It looks like Extract taking a kill on top, gonna dag on the Earthshaker being played by Jackster. Neeks, 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 neeks. I couldn't resist. Some wards being placed down by Chibiusa. She's got Boots of Travel, so even more mobility and more split push, or even defending. As well as that Force Staff, so pretty much survivability. The missile's out. Sheepstick on Nisha. So that's like was his next item pickup. That's what it was. We went from that mech to a Sheepstick. Pretty much the right call at this point. I mean, you sheep that. They're lacking Disable, so if you sheep Weaver, he's not going to be able to pump out damage. Not that he is really capable of that anyway. He can get a Demon Edge here, but I think saving for buyback is... No, I'm going to say Demon Edge is the better option, because I think you're kind of all in at this point if you're Envision. Pretty much stuck to your base. Like, if they dive you, you want to kill them. And if you die, you probably just want to lose and get on to game 2. Black, continuing the push. He's got the Eagle Song. It's like Phantom Lancer picked up a kill. Doing something. He's Phantom Lancer. It doesn't really matter what he does.
Radiant structures.
I don't really even care, because I don't even like Phantom Lancer. But here comes that Roche attempt. Probably way later than... They could have done this a lot earlier, and I think it would have helped them, but I guess they're in a pretty commanding position right now, so who am I to judge? And I don't think Visage is in here. Is he? Yeah, he is. Okay, yeah, there goes the Medallion of Courage use. Roche gonna go down at 3702, and they're gonna give the Aegis to Misha on that Nature's Prophet, because Black pretty much not gonna die. He's almost got a Butterfly now. So 1800 for that evasion, so 2, 3, 4, he's 400 away from... Yeah, just these Ancients and a couple more creep. If he just heads mid, he'll have his Butterfly. And no racks down yet. The top tower is down, and that's going to be really hard against Ethereum and PL. So Flat Cannon really good to defend this push, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think, in the long run. And the split push is already coming into the top lane now. Extravagant up the hill with double damage. They get Flex. Flex goes down, the stun. Jaxter stuns himself now. Black is going to go onto him more than likely, or just focus the racks. And Jaxter with the big Echo Slam. Extravagant going to go down here. A nice call down. Jaxter going to live, actually. Now they're chasing Black away, but the push comes... Misha actually teleports behind, gets the Earthshaker, and then TP's out with the TP scroll. And the push in the bot lane, just the creep and the Coddle Illuminate. Really know what that Illuminate's going to do. Nothing, but whatever.
Radiant's bottom tower is being subjected to
So Black's got the Butterfly. He has yet to buy it though.
Radiant's bottom tower.
The push comes in the mid lane. So I'd have to say, I think the draft went the way of Chibiusa's minions pretty heavily. And I don't expect to see another Anti-Mage ban out. Because they just let Chibiusa have too many good heroes. They got all the 3 tier 1s right there. Coddle, Nyx, and Phantom Lancer. As well as Visage and Nature's Prophet. I don't know. I mean, maybe Visage is underrated these days. Maybe not. People just don't play him because they think he's hard. But really good hero for any sort of aggression to go against. Same thing with Coddle in that tri-lane. And I know that's how Faded managed to take out Chibiusa's minions when they were playing with Black and Misha's. They just ran an aggressive tri-lane, and it really stomped. And Black wasn't able to find his farm. But this guy looks like they learned from that, so picking up 2 of the best, I think, defensive tri-lane. Or at least Coddle the best defensive. I think Visage is a little better in aggressive, but same concept. Looks like the Sheepstick Deso as well now. So now even the Furion is hidden for a lot. Max Soul Assumption gonna go out. If I was JNT, I totally would have stolen that kill on the Earthshaker. And top racks is down. The bot tier 3 tower is gonna go. Extravagance diving tier 3s to try to get Kish. He's got no mana. Black's pushing the mid. It's GG at this point, and there goes the call. So that's game 1. I'll be bringing you game 2. Callie should be back. And we'll get into that pretty shortly here. Already gonna go down here. Gets that call down, Flex and go down as well. That is the GG indeed. And we'll be back for game 2. We got even more coming up this evening, so if you're watching that.
I don't believe it. Radiant's bottom barracks
We'll have Faded versus, I think, Pandemic. So that should be a pretty good game. Alright, thanks for watching.